Welcome to the Battle Zone! AWL Strong and Free Episode 5 kicking off with a fight for 4. The winner of this match enters the AWL Best 4. It's the Suplex Master Sammy in the orange and blue versus the Spirit Dragon Shynron in the blue and white. 10 minutes on the clock, and already starting off with a strong Tachiai is the Suplex Master Sammy. Suplex Master Sammy, a former AWL Grand Champion in his own right, looking to scale back to the top of the mountain. Both of these men in, oh, beautiful physics-defying offense by the Spirit Dragon. Both these men in this match because they've got the best win-loss records in the AWL Strong and Free division. Franchise? What the heck do we call this? I'm not entirely sure. Welcome to the Animated Wrestling League here from the GTA, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and a Super Dragon Punch, Super Dragon, from the Spirit Dragon Shynron, and now going for some kind of a, neckbreaker-like takedown. I'm not entirely sure what that was. Only a minute in, it's been hard-hitting action from the opening bell, and there's the speed of Endless Light for the 1, 2, no, only a 1 count there. Early in the contest, and Suplex Master Sammy a lot stronger and frankly a lot tougher than Shynron, but Shynron faster, more agile, more flexible, and frankly more creative. Tonight on AWL Strong and Free, we've the Tonight on AWL Strong and Free, the two men who have obtained the status of AWL Grand Slam Champion will collide one-on-one in the main event. We also have a #1 contenders match in the Joshi division and plenty of action from the tag team division as well. Speaking of tag teams, the Suplex Master Sammy with a beautiful butterfly suplex combination, a tag team specialist, one half of the most predominant, the most prolific tag team champions of all time, the new classic 6-time tag team champions. Now going for the hat trick suplex, subtype German. And that's what he has to do. He has to ground Shynron, keep him out of the air, and keep him from building up any momentum. Into the cover now. Lateral press hook of the far leg for the 1, 2, a clear 2 count, but only 2 after that triple German suplex. AWL looking to find new challengers for the Grand Championship. And, oh, not good. Oh, beautiful. He's got him. And he's going to, yes, transition into the Dragon Suplex. He calls this the 3-headed monster, the Chimera, the Chimeraplex. X-Plex into the cover. That was the move that won him the AWL Shogatsu Taikai once upon a time. As we're only 3 minutes in, this is the type of action you can expect right from the off here in the Animated Wrestling League. As Shynron looking for something incredible, I imagine. Short Rana, Heidi Kanrana, Ruby Kanrana, perhaps we should call that these days. 3 minutes in. It's only 3 minutes, and these guys have given us this kind of action. I love the Animated Wrestling League. I love professional wrestling, and you do too if you've hit this. So, yeah, I gotta say it. Smash that subscribe button, hit like, enable notifications, leave a comment, let the algorithm know we're here. Vertical suplex! And he hangs on to it, going for the hat trick suplex subtype vertical. Call it the Three Amigos, meets Tomodachi, whatever you want. It's highly effective, highly painful, and very, very difficult to recover from. But Shynron battles his way back to his feet, only to hit a couple of clotheslines from the Suplex Master. The hard shot into the corner, duck under a clothesline of his own. High, flying, high-angle clothesline. And the Suplex Master showing he is not a one-trick pony. He's a specialist, but he can do a lot more. Wait a minute, block of the German, or block of the waistlock at least. Into a simple headlock, and face first into the canvas goes the Suplex Master. The winner of this match will join #1 contender Project Tetsu and #2 contender from over at AWL Hontai, Chiba Akagi, as the top of the AWL, and a Tail of the Dragon from Shynron. He's looking for something. He might be looking for the Dragon Twist, his official's finishing maneuver, and he hits it flush into the cover. 1, 2, 3, no! Very, very close. 2 inches there, 2.876, I believe. Yes, I can count that specifically.
5 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
Halfway through the time limit now. In the event of a time limit draw, neither man will enter the AWL Best 4, and the next two wrestlers on the win-loss records will get the opportunity, but Shynron going up to the top rope. He can do anything from up there. Senton ducks under another clothesline. Springboard crossbody off of the white rope. Up and Bulldog. Can he hit it? Oh no, he's going to go for something else. He doesn't think he can put him away right now. Boom! There's that speed of Endless Light for the 1, 2, 3. And Shynron with, I had to say, a little bit of an upset. Man, Shynron versus Matt Classic Sr., that would be the ultimate clash of styles, and I, for one, cannot wait to see it. Let's take a look at that dragon twist from early in the match. Great camera angle there, and I thought that was going to be it, but yes, the referee's hand did not hit the canvas a third time, but it was the speed of Endless Light that did the deed.
Here is your winner, the Spirit Dragon, Shynron!
And I believe we do have an update of the Best 4. Yes, we do. There you see it. Next Monday on AWL Hontai, we will fill that 4th and final slot. So stay tuned for that. But right now, here at AWL Strong and Free, we're going to take you to this week in Tag Team Wrestling, where we check out some of the action from throughout the division this past week. Starting off with a match between the Solar Wings of Eruption Solar in the ring in the red, and of course The Rock in the background in the corner against Monster Union, the Serpentine Sensation Hebitsky and King Akira. Now I'll point out, at no point in this match was Eruption Solar ever able to successfully tag his partner, The Rock. T-H-E-R-O-C, check the spelling, The Rock. Never legal in this match. And Hebitsky, the inhuman serpent monster, able to control his opponent until the tag was made. Bit of a reversal of fortune, the Pyramid Bomb Snake Bite combination from Monster Union, allowing King Akira to come in and pick up the victory, and interestingly enough, no defense from The Rock until it was way too late. An important victory in the tag team division for the most recent attempted and failed challengers for the tag team titles. Let's take a look at it again. Hebitsky with King Akira's Pyramid Bomb, and King Akira with Hebitsky's Snake Bite. That's a sign of good tag team cohesion when each knows the other's move. Referee with a clear 1, 2, 3, and The Rock, yeah, way late getting in there. What was up with that?
Here are your winners, Monster Union!
Now the monsters from the other world, from the sands of time, from the realm of the yokai, wherever they're from, Viva Monster Union. Elsewhere in the tag team division, the #1 contender, Project Tetsu 3.0, standing on the right there, alongside Project Z facing the Tiger Brothers. And check this out, up, down, vertical suplex. That monstrous machine is the man who will face our grand champion of the next title defense. But check this out, Shin Tiger Jr. taking the match to the outside and doing all sorts of damage. As much as the fans here in the Battle Zone loved this, as you can obviously tell, the referee completely unable to control this, as the match spilling out all over the AWL Battle Zone. But, Project Z, the zombie, the modern-day Frankenstein, nearly splatting Shin Tiger Jr. against that crowd barricade. That is just metal. That is steel with a cloth covering. There is no padding there whatsoever, but the strong style, the fighting prowess, the fighting spirit of Shin Tiger Jr. able to overcome that pain, able to just hold it down, the adrenaline rush, keeping him alive, as opposed to whatever bastardization of the mad sciences keeps Project Z alive. He was able to get the match back into the ring long enough to make the tag to his partner, Black Tiger Jr. Black Tiger Jr., one of the top up-and-coming young wrestlers here in the Animated Wrestling League. We've all got him pegged for glory in the tag team and singles division. And Project Z unable to make a tag there. I think that was vital as the referee goes down temporarily. But check out Black Tiger Justice. Tiger feint kick. New generation. His generation's version of the Tiger feint kick. Adding to the style every generation of the Tiger and Black Tiger. Adding to the Tiger style, making it all the more deadly. But check this out. There is no escape. None from the Black Tiger Salt into the cover for the 1, 2, 3. An upset victory for Black Tiger Justice, Shin Tiger Jr., the Tiger Brothers, and look at that just oozing down that crowd barricade. Shin Tiger Jr. in serious trouble there.
Here are your winners, the Tiger Brothers.
Shin Tiger Jr. did get checked out by our AWL medical staff after this match. He is going to be okay, just some bruising. But frankly, the victory in the tag team division, all the worth it. These two, they want to fight their mentors, their sensei, for the AWL World Tag Team titles. And the only way they're going to get that opportunity, win, win, and win again. Now we move over to our first featured match of the evening. It is in the Joshi division. #1 contender, the winner faces Lupe Peligro in her first title defense. And there you see her, the giantess of the Joshi division.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a #1 contenders match in the Joshi division. Introducing first, making her way to the ring from the Isle of Mystica, the modern-day Amazon, Athena J.
These two women know each other extremely well, going back to the origin, the foundation of the Joshi division here in the Animated Wrestling League. Oh boy, I hate this part. Blowing so much of our pyro budget. These two fought in the ladder match to determine the first ever AWL Joshi champion. A four-way ladder match that was won by the now former champion, Akira Merune. Athena Jane still looking for that elusive first Joshi championship victory. On the other hand, we have someone who has been to the top of the mountain in the Joshi division before. The daughter of a legend. For those of you who don't know, Dragon, the original AWL Dragon, the first ever champion of this company, the Ultimate Season 0 original, his banner carried into the next generation.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring from the GTA, the daughter of the dragon, Dragoness.
And behold, as the arena is illuminated by the dragon fire, crisscrossing through the skies of the AWL Battle Zone. Here in the GTA of Greater Toronto Area, this is AWL Canada, AWL Strong and Free. Winner of this match will face the floating Joshi champion. One fall to a finish, 10-minute time limit. Here goes nothing. I want to see who wins this match. This is a classic matchup of power versus skill. And right now, power winning in the opening contest, the Tachiai, the opening blow, the opening exchange. But Dragoness wrestling her way back to her feet and going for a Dragoness suplex with a, Dragoness suplex hold. But you notice how she couldn't get her arms all the way around the enormous frame of the modern-day Amazon, and that prevented any kind of a real hard lock for that Dragoness suplex hold. Dragoness running into a brick wall right there. That's ridiculous. Big back body drop, trying to use her opponent's momentum against her. That's going to be a key strategy for Dragoness in this contest. Beal toss right into those ropes. It's so, so dangerous. Those steel elevator cables that we call ropes because anachronisms. Oh, and again, look at that. Runs straight into her, barely staggers her. Yes, I use pronouns. Who cares? You know what I'm talking about. Huge right hand by the Giantess as the Dragon fighting back. And going now for a twisting inverted DDT. A beautiful maneuver, perfectly executed. But now, what is Dragoness looking for? She's looking for her own version of the Dynasty, the Dragoness drop. So many versions of the Dragon drop invented by her father over the years. That was her version of it, the Dragoness drop. I've noticed this pattern in Dragoness's moveset over the last, I'd say about a year or so, trying to move away from the moves that she inherited from her father. They're still good, she does still use them when she needs to, but trying to rely on her own skill and her own innovation. And look at that, lifting Dragoness up like a rag doll. She weighs absolutely nothing, and Hisatsuwaza, this could be the end of it, the fall of the gods! From our only Greek wrestler here in the AWL, but only a 2 count there. Dragoness able to force her way out from under that mountain of muscle. Oh, big chop to the head. That's going to kick her in the face, but a big chop right to the top of the head. Dragon screw leg whip, or Dragoness screw leg whip if you insist. Kicked, and there's the kick we need. Kick to the ribs. Trying to keep her opponent off balance. Spin kick. Irish whip, and oh, running drop kicks, plural, into a neck breaker. And Dragoness, how's she gonna finish this? She's going, oh, into the Dragoness sleeper. The Dragoness sleeper, her modification, and it works. Dragoness with her modified version of the Dragon Sleeper, the Dragoness Sleeper, picking up a submission victory. I said it was going to be skill versus power. She literally out-wrestled the modern-day Amazon Athena Jane in this match. Is that Dragoness drop number 2? Is that what we're going to start calling that? Up, down. That was the original Dragoness drop. Dragoness drop 1, perhaps? But look at this, the power of Athena Jane. Nothing to be scoffed at. She didn't win the match this time, but Dragoness had to overcome enormous odds. Right here, check this out. 1, 2, barely surviving.
Here is your winner, the Dragoness!
And yes, there may be some holes in the best 4. We'll fill those in the coming weeks. For now, we're going to focus on the next title match, Lupe Peligro versus Dragoness. Up next, main event, we've got 2 men, only 2 men in the entire history of the AWL who have been Grand Slam champions. Well, we had to put them in a match with each other, didn't we? And here comes the first man to ever achieve that lofty goal. And he did it at the Oshogatsu Taikai, the New Year's tournament this year.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is a non-title match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from New York City, New York, is the 2022 Oshogatsu Taikai champion and the first AWL Grand Slam champion, the Arab American Dream, Hassan!
AWL Grand Championship, AWL World's Tag Team Championship, AWL Intercontinental Championship, Oshogatsu Taikai Champion. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way around the bases, it's the Grand Slam. And the first man, there will only ever be one first Grand Slam champion, and you're looking at him. Season 0 original, the Arab American Dream, Hassan. And he's going to face the man who, upon becoming Grand Champion, our top prize in the AWL, became the second man to ever achieve this career ambition.
his opponent, making his way to the ring from the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear. He is the reigning Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion and the second AWL Grand Slam Champion, Matt Classic!
Now, Matt Classic had been the AWL World's Heavyweight Champion way back in the day, before the creation of the Grand Championship. That does not count. You have to hold that belt, the AWL Grand Championship, the most coveted prize in all of animated wrestling. Now, this is a non-title match, but if Hassan were to pick up this victory in a one-on-one bout, that would put him straight into the best four. And that would deprive somebody over on AWL Hontai of their opportunity, but hey, sometimes that's the way it works. And of course, in the back of the mind of the Grand Champion, he's got to be thinking about the giant man monster, the metal mayhem, Project Tetsu, the Iron Project of Dr. Jigoku. That's going to be his next title challenge. We saw in tag team action earlier tonight. And I've known Matt Classic for many, many years, almost as long as I've known Hassan. And Matt Classic would not disrespect Hassan by giving him anything less than his best. Matt is going to be focused, going for a Lawler-esque fist drop. That's a move he actually taught to Jerry Lawler back in the day when Lawler was just breaking into the business. Matt Classic, of course, the oldest professional wrestler in the world. Makes Tim Storm look like a young spring chicken. Hassan in trouble here. The aeroplane spin from the inventor of professional wrestling, the first person to ever use an aeroplane spin in a wrestling ring. Matt Classic, and of course he knows reverse direction, make your opponent even more disoriented. Now, does this move hurt? No, it doesn't, but it does disorient you. And frankly, that could be enough to distract you for the 3 seconds that it takes to make the cover. 1, 2, well, not in this case, but it can happen. I've seen it happen. I've seen this man, Matt Classic Sr., taking the Machir Sr., the suffix there, because his son, Matt Classic II, an AWL wrestler now. Of course, the two of them were the AWL World's Tag Team Champions at one point, the first intergenerational tag team to do so. Matt Classic II not here, because what's Matt doing? Where the hell did that come from? Something looks like a pipe or something that sort of slid out from under the ring. I don't know where that came from. Matt just checking to make sure everything was okay, I think. Making sure the structure of the ring wasn't compromised. That could be a serious safety issue. Well, we'll have our ring crew. Hang on a second. Somebody get the ring crew on this. Yeah, I don't care. Look, if the ring comes apart, we're gonna get so effing sued. Get rid of it. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this non-title match. The Arab-American Dream working over the head of his opponent. Not going for the mask, of course. He wouldn't do that, but there's the Bionic Elbows, tribute to his childhood hero, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. The man who reached across a lot of barriers that nobody would consider doing back in those days. Taught young Hassan that, you know, who you are, the stereotypes of professional wrestling don't have to apply to you. So he decided to come in and make a paradigm shift as the first ever Arab-American babyface for the 1, 2, and a kick out from the paradigm shift. Yes, I know that's what John Moxley calls his move. Yeah, Hassan was doing it first. And now Hassan going up to the top rope, not his usual MO. I think he maybe he wants his opponent on his feet. What is he thinking here? He's thinking, oh, axe handle smash. Barely getting off the ropes. Near disaster there. But he still made contact, knee to the face. And remember, non-title match, the championship not on the line here. But you pin the grand champion in a non-title match, you're in the title hunt. No doubt about it. Into the cover. 1. kick out. This is your main event for AWL Strong and Free, Episode 5. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, the notification bell, all that happy fun YouTube stuff if you want more of this incredible animated professional wrestling each and every week. 2 shows a week, Monday and Friday. Friday you've got AWL Strong and Free. Monday it's the original back in Japan, Hontai. 2 leagues, 2 branches, 2 divisions here in the AWL. And Hassan, I've seen him do this before. He loves this setup. And the fans here in the battle zone feeling it as well. Off of the ropes, Tope Suicida. Perfectly executed. Perfectly executed. He dove through and he pushed off of Matt Classic in order to balance himself and land on his feet. Perfect execution of the Tope Suicida. Powerbomb on the outside. You can't win. You can't get a submission out here. Matt Classic knows that, but you can do damage to your opponent's legs and, more importantly, lower back. The Boston Crab, when properly applied, doesn't target the knees or the quads. It targets the lower back. It targets the core of the opponent. You take away somebody's core, you take away their breath. You take away their breath, you win the fight. 4 minutes and change now. 7 count. The referee has up to 20. AWL rules apply in this match, of course. It's an AWL match. Why wouldn't it? Matt Classic may have been raised on the 10 count. But plenty of time, not even at the halfway point here. We give our wrestlers time to get their business done on the outside. 1, 2, and another kick out. Matt Classic maybe getting a bit frustrated here. Hassan taking the Grand Champion, inverted DDT. Hassan taking the Grand Champion to the limit here. Going with that, a couple of big lariats, almost axe bomb. He seems to be hitting with the point of the elbow. Duck under, high angle. We saw Sammy Nix trying something like that earlier, and it worked pretty well for him, even though he lost the match. 3.5 minutes left, and here's those bionic elbows again, the tribute to the original American Dream from the Arab American Dream. Is he going to go for another paradigm shift? No. Well, not if Matt Classic has anything to say about it, he won't. There's the claw! The classic claw! The classic claw! The classic claw locked in, the submission hold. He's won so many matches with that, but no, not this time.
3 minutes
But into the cover! 1, 2, 3! The classic claw winning it again, this time with a pinfall. And the AWL Grand Champion proves why he is the best in the world. But that was one hell of a fight. That was one hell of a wrestling match. Both these men leaving it all in the ring. I would love to see these two fight each other again, this time for the AWL Grand Championship. Imagine how much that motivation would bring out of both of them. But a victory for the AWL Grand Champion, Matt Classic Sr., the inventor of professional wrestling. He was so close to those bionic elbows.
Here is your winner, the Animated Wrestling League Grand Champion, Matt Classic Sr.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. This has been the Animated Wrestling League Strong and Free, Episode 5. Hit all those buttons that are showing up on your screen right now. We'll see you Monday for AWL Hontai. Until then, korede kimarida.